everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Capricorn Sun, Moon, and also Capricorn Rising. Weekly General Tarot reading July 5th up until July 11th, 2021. And make sure you do subscribe for my YouTube channel, and as well hit the notification bell, guys, for a free readings contest, as well a live streams, and of course a weekly videos. Also, if you are interested in a if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, the description down below is going to produce a link to my website for you, and there you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being said aside, moving to the Capricorn reading of the week, and the first card you do have Capricorn, that is going to be the Nine of Swords, followed by the second one here, which stands as the Six of Swords. The third card of your spread, oh my god, that is going to be the Ten of Swords. I mean, somebody is really stepping on your heels for what it seems, or something, that is. I mean, the state you are going to be in, at least the very first half portion of the week, I do think that is going to pretty much catch a lot of people by surprise. The fourth card of your spread, that is going to be the Ace of Cups, and the last one that we do have, that is to be the Four of Swords. So those five cards, and what they show, it is that you are having a thorn. All right, you do have a thorn on your heel, and the whole week is going to be a process of where you are extracting that thorn. That thorn could be a person, you know, it could be some kind of an enterprise that you are feeling very bad about, and so on and so forth. But what happens here is that at the very start of the week with the Nine of Swords, that will be the moment where you are going to, how can I say, walk out of your shell, if I may say it that way. That will be the moment where you do kind of like realize that something has to be done. Nine of Swords, it could manifest in many different ways, but that is the moment where one realizes that, for example, one has to speak about their concerns. Nine of Swords, it is the moment where, for example, one comes up with a, how can I say, with a standpoint that they have to take responsibility for their position and do something about it. Nine of Swords, it is the moment where you do overcome that petrifying fear of doing a thing that may, how can I say, may deteriorate the enterprise. I don't know how to explain it, so I will try to give you an example. Say you do have a job and you are afraid to be jobless, but the job that you do have is something that makes you very bad. It's not the job you want to work, or not in the state you are in. So you want to make a change, but you are afraid to speak by that point, so you don't get fired. But you know, things are getting so tense that finally you kind of like gather up the courage to speak your mind, to do what's necessary in order to, either there is going to be a change for better, or there is going to be a change for the job. And that is just one example. The Nine of Swords could develop in many ways. You may be afraid to speak to your girlfriend, okay, fearing that she is gonna leave you. Well, that fear is going to be overcome here at the very first and early stages, and that is because how can I say, doing something about it, it's whatever happens is going to be better than the situation you're in. So this card marks the worst of the worst, the acme of a situation you are in. So think about that when you hear this in the video, and this is where the Nine of Swords is going to manifest for you. And right after you kind of like gather up your strength, you do manifest your courage. Six of a swords manifest for you, and that is the traversion, the traversing that threshold of a fear toward the unknown, and saying what you do have in mind, doing what you think is best for you, not knowing exactly what are going to be the consequences of these actions, but understanding that that whatever these consequences are to be, they are going to be better than whatever situation you're finding yourself at right now. So again, we're talking about the worst of a state and a situation you are finding yourself at the start of that very week, July 5th up until July 11th, 2021. And Six of Swords also speaks about support. That here you will have that, how can I say, unity of, it's not of a goal, but it's of a, it's like unity of a vision. Being able to, or having a people around you that will support your cause. Okay, it's like convincing those around you that what you do deserve better. That is how I'm going to say it here. Convincing those around you that you do deserve better, and for that reason, it's highly unlikely that you are going to have exterior influence over your situation, love situation or a career situation. People are just gonna leave you at peace and do what you think is best for you. And the doing itself will happen at the middle of the week here with the Ten of Swords. That is the moment where you do step up and make that irrevocable decision or irreversible action. And once that happens, then a new dawn pretty much shines into your life. The Ten of Swords, it is when you know things are becoming so tense, and if you do see here, things are becoming so tense that they pretty much break, and you got to do something about it. Either they're going to improve exponentially, or they're no longer going to be an influence into your life. That is no different than making an ultimatum, for example. Either we are going to be together or you do forget about me. Okay, or either I'm going to get promoted or I am leaving. You know, such kind of a irreversible status that you are going to take at this middle of the week, knowing that whichever way it is, you know, it will be simply better than your current state, because that is how it stands. You know, you say, for example, you do say to your suitor, either we end up together, either we're going to be together, or we just part ways and you're never going to hear from me again. And what happens is that even if they do decide that you're not going to be together, at least you ain't going to waste your time, and you will have now space to connect with somebody else that will be more willing to, or rather like willing to make you happy. Because with the Ten of Swords, things are not going to improve, and one kind of like beguiles oneself into a situation thinking that they will eventually, in 10 years from now, God forbid, is going to improve, but they won't. And so that is the drawing, like the end of the line, where you do make a retrospection and say, okay, I want to be successful, I want to be happy. Either I'm going to be successful or happy and happy here, or I'm going to find somewhere else where I'm going to be successful or happy, but definitely I ain't going to waste my time anymore. So yeah, you can expect that at the middle of the week you are going to draw that line, make a retrospective, and pretty much shoot out these irreversible decisions and irrevocable actions, or rather vice versa, irrevocable decisions and irreversible actions. And right after them, a new dawn is going to shine into your life. And we can see that here with the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, that happens towards the end of the week for you, Capricorn. Well, that card, you know, you can see, you can look at it into the box and you will see that that card manifests love, and that is true, but it doesn't have to be a romantic one. That is the love for life itself. how the card manifests, it is through a impending change that it is found or quite of a unexpected, very positive and happy circumstances here. And that change which is impending, it is a transcending your day-to-day routine, your daily reality into a something lovely, and that it is happening right after you do make up your choice, or you do what you have to do in order to pretty much break through that stagnation which petrified you in fear of doing something, or being afraid because you are afraid of, for example, losing a dysfunctional thing, a dysfunctional endeavor. So this is how it stands. That thorn you have, which is a dysfunctional enterprise, either will become functional or will be no longer a part of your life. Whichever the case, with the Ace of Cups here towards the end of the week, you are going to find yourself being happy. And right after that happiness settles down and you start dwelling into it, Two of Swords manifests, which is the end of the week, and that is the moment of peace. That is the moment where you don't feel rushed, you don't feel oppressed, you don't feel any sense of emergency whatsoever. For everything lingers on an equilibrium, right? And now you don't have to make the tough calls, for you made them at the middle of the week, and you get to enjoy the peacefulness of your surroundings, and as well of your day-to-day routine. At the end of the week, should you have to make a decision, because for some of you that is also going to be the case, okay? Don't rush yourself out. Two of Swords works through the method of elimination. And if I have to give you an example of it, say you do have two suitors that you have a chance to date. So don't date with either of them and see which one is going to walk away. They will become disinterested, walk away, and so the other one, it is the obvious choice, for simply they are more devout and dedicated to you than the first one who already left. That is how Two of Swords works. The obvious choice, or rather like the right choice, becomes obvious while you are waiting for it to become obvious. So with that being said, Capricorn, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, July 5th up until July 11th. It does seem for a heavy burden is going to be brought down off your shoulders, not because somebody helped you, but because you stood for yourself and you kind of like gnashed your teeth out, and you did what beforehand you thought unthinkable, or rather like you took unthinkable of being done. And we do have a parable into our country for it, but I can't translate it into English because it's just it has these how can I say, it has these words that I don't know how to translate. So yeah, with that being said, that was your weekly general tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.